Boy, I ain't never been more tired, not one day out of the year. And let me tell you something. I just been wanting to just, everything I've been through has been something. And you know what? You're not supposed to complain about it. You're supposed to say, thank you, Lord, and go on about your day. And that's all you're supposed to do. I wasn't put on this earth to be ungrateful. Lord knows. Humans are meant for constant struggle. The only thing that gives me strength is kind people. And so, this is why Jesus teaches us to be kind to our neighbor. Every time I'm talking to him, I'm like, please, can I go to sleep, please? And he tells me, wake up, keep your eyes open. And I just felt so debilitated, like, what is this? So then I look in the mirror so I can pity myself. And I just want to see how red my eyeballs are. And ultimately, I'm so tired of looking at myself. And, what makes me happy is like, when I go outside and I talk to people, they don't tell me, you need to be having this, and you need to be doing that, and you need to be in this place, and, and they don't need anything from me. They don't ask me for anything. They don't think of me as more than I am. And they don't compete with me. All they do is they just say, hey, how are you? I say, well, I'm doing well. And I just smile at them, they smile at me. Or if they're mad at me, I just smile because I say, I don't know you from, a dang on caterpillar. I love caterpillars. A dang on worm on the street. And ultimately, you ain't gonna remember me at all. So your meanness isn't nothing because you don't have no malice towards me. You're just totally uninterested, And that don't really mean nothing to me. But when people see me as like, just a normal person, it makes me feel like how I know I am. Hi, cutie pie. Ultimately, lots of homeless people that people dehumanize. Yesterday, 2 people asked me, as I was asking them for help, they said, do you have somewhere to live? Like, they were going to offer me somewhere to live for at least a few days. These people are like just normal people. As Christians, people mock people all the time, like, even me myself, right? That's not something the Lord doesn't, get me right for. He teaches me, you're not better than anybody. And I love everybody equally, no matter how evil they are, or how good they are. And so that makes you to think like, he gives everybody his laws, whether or not you read the Bible or not. And that teaches you, don't judge a book and be kind to everybody just because that's what Jesus does, And so it's lots of homeless people that, just in general, are dehumanized by people, and I live in a house. I have a place to lay my head every day. And look at me. I have food, but if I don't have food, somebody will give me food. I have clothes. I have a shower. I have all that type of stuff. But look at me right now and tell me that, tell me that I'm different than a homeless person. No, look at yourself and tell yourself that you're different than a homeless person. Is it because you feel healthy? But this is why people go to the doctor all the time. To be reassured that they're healthy. But does that really change the fact that, does that really change your health? The doctor? They're not God. All they can do is what he tells them to do. He has the power to give and take away. So when you look at a homeless person on the street, they're tired, they're dirty, their eyes are red, and they ask you for something that you have. Even if, you're struggling and you have a place to live and you have a support system from your family and you can ask your family to help you. If you're low on money or whatever, don't let your pride stop you from giving to somebody in need. Don't look at that person and say, I could just not help you at all. There's just no way that I can give you anything. Because you can. And so, you have all these tools for success the homeless people don't have. And so this is why they look so distressed all the time. It's because all the people in rebellion doing witchcraft, gossiping about the homeless people, cursing them with their words. And I don't know, it just, the Lord doesn't gonna punish those that offend, poor people. Do not ever offend somebody that's poor, because he'll defend them. And so, the more generous that you are, the more that you will get back. And you have tools and resources to do good things. I have the ability and the talent to do it. Well, then do it. And then be generous with your wealth. And give for the cause of the Lord. Lots of things children do, right? They say, when I was a child, I thought like a child, and I acted like a child. But once I became more mature, I acted like an adult. So as an adult, when you look at your neighbor that's struggling, don't say that you're better than them. Help them. Or whatever. And that's all. When I look at it, I say, just because I have stuff, I say, if I ask for help and you can help me, thank you. If you can't help me, I won't hold it against you. Well, because I know how it is to have stuff, and sometimes you feel like you're in lack. And so if you don't have it, or you just think lesser of me because I'm asking for it, well, then that's just what it is. But what does that have to do with me? I still got a place to live. I still got clothes. I still got food. What does that make me feel like lesser than you for? It doesn't. And so, that's all. So if I ask for something, you have it. Thank you. If I ask for something, you don't have it. Thank you. It doesn't really change my life. But, I mean, if you do give me something, it does change my life. If you say hello to me and you don't give me any money, it changes my life. If you're kind to me and you look at me like a normal human being, it changes my life. Because lots of people are very, like, you know, self-centered and selfish and focused on their own struggles that they believe they have. Based on, you know, something that they can just, like, you know, I mean, obviously we have the same struggles, whatever. But yeah, I have a struggle, like, share the burden with others, but don't use that as a way to treat somebody like less than you, you know? Or like you deserve something. Like you got a big chest on it, like that you that you deserve something so much more than everybody else because you got a struggle on it. Like, nobody cares. Whatever.